Hi guys, I'm running again. Woo! I'm only gonna be running about 2 miles, and if I have to walk some, I will. My lungs aren't 100%. Welcome to my part 2 of why I think you should try giving running a try. There's a study that shows that running will actually increase your lifespan. There was a study showed that if you ran 72 minutes a week, you can increase your lifespan by 12 years. That's a lot, you guys. And 72 minutes really isn't that long. And it's known that all of the hormones and everything that your blood is pumping while you're running goes into your cells and the things that have you aging. And it's like it slows down the aging process of your cells and things like that. So in my opinion, that's a good reason. I got a mile in and I'm dying, guys. Oh, I had to walk. I can't get air into my lungs. Despite the fact that I feel like I'm dying right now, please understand, especially if you're new to my channel, that this does not have anything to do with running itself. This has to do with the fact that I had strep throat and I rested for a week, and now I'm out here testing. I thought 2 miles would be easy. I was being optimistic. I wasn't expecting it to be so bad. So normally, even when I was at my most out of shape, after a couple minutes walking, I would be ready to run again. So I figured, while I'm taking this little break, I would come back to you guys with number 2. What I think you should give running a try is that running actually reduces stress. A great stress reliever. I have a tendency to overstress my brain. I overthink things that don't really need to have thoughts about, that you don't need to be thinking about. But it's like, once they're in my brain, I can't get them out. In comes running. I put so much focus in running, foot placement, stride, pace, breathing techniques, where I'm going, my surroundings. I don't have time to think about the things that cause me stress. And I have found myself going out for a run, angry or upset about something. And by the end of it, it's like, I'm not even angry anymore. It's like, what was I even angry about? I just feel so much better. So it is a great, great stress reliever and get you out of your head. Reason number 3, weight management. Now, I am a firm believer that running alone is not gonna help you lose weight. I have had weeks where I'm running like 40 miles and I'm still gaining weight, you guys. I'm still gaining weight. You have to have a good nutritional plan in there. That being said though, my weight gain was very minimal and very slow. So if I would have implemented a good nutritional plan with my running, oh my gosh, it'd be so much easier to lose weight. So easy. I've tried weight loss diets and stuff without running, so much slower. As long as you're eating right, the pounds will melt off. I kid you not, they will melt off of you. Oh, running and talking up that hill. Look at that pretty sunset. That just leads me into reason number 4, being out in nature. I don't have much nature with me, but I get a little bit here and there, and these beautiful views with my music. So relaxing, so calming, so de-stressing. So you add that onto the regular de-stressings from running, it's like a double whammy. And of course, most of the time I'm running in the mornings where there really isn't any people. So it's just silence. There's not much traffic on the road, and it's cooler, and it's quiet, and it's serene, and oh man, the feeling that overcomes you is not even something you can explain. It's just, oh, the smells, the fresh air, oh, it's good for you. Okay, now that I've caught my air a little bit, I ran 2.3 miles. The reason for that was because I really knew that when I walked out the door today, I wanted to actively run 2 miles. And there was a little bit after I reached mile 1 where I had to stop and catch my breath. It just felt really hard. And so I walked for about, is it 0.3, I guess? Yeah. I walked 0.3 of a mile, I guess is how you would say it. I wanted to make sure that I tacked that 0.3 on the end so that I could actively say that I officially ran 2 miles. And this is where I tie in to my reason number 5. When you run, there's one important key that becomes so blatantly obvious, and it can be used in any aspect of your life. And that is, you start to learn how the impossible can become possible. So many times, you guys, I could fill up an entire video as to how true this fact is. And not just when it comes to running, but we're focusing on running. But every video I think I've put out there where I had a new milestone, a new mile, a new minute tacked on, I would always talk about how hard that was gonna be, how I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do it. And you know what? I got out there and I crushed it. And it's not that I don't believe in myself, because I do. It's so easy to see something big and then just feel the impossibility of it. And to go out there and nail it and realize that it is in fact possible is an amazing feeling. And it's something that sticks with you. And it helps you through the difficult times that you're facing. I ended up with strep throat, yes, that sucks. And having done this run, I realize that I'm nowhere close to being at the fitness level that I need to be at to pick up where I left off with my training next week. It's not gonna happen. I do feel like I should add this in here real quick. Some of my issue too could have been the fact that I was going too fast. So I made the mistake of, when I turned my exercise on in my watch, I did an indoor run, not an outdoor run. And for whatever reason on my Apple Watch, when I do an indoor run, it tells me my miles, but it doesn't tell me my pace. So I have no clue how fast I was going. Some of this might just be the fact that I was going way too fast. It kind of felt like I was. I will test again, and this time I will make sure that I have my outdoor run going. And the only reason why I didn't turn my indoor run on and then turn my outdoor run on is just because by the time I realized it was my indoor run, I was already like a mile in. I didn't check my watch until I realized I had to stop and walk. Realized that my paces weren't showing. I was like, oh, lovely. I was like, well, I'm already a mile in now. I don't want to start over. I just left it. What I can do, I'm gonna cut it way back, and I'm gonna do a bunch of walking / running segments and start out small and work myself back up. And I think once I can easily run a 5K distance at my usual target pace, I think I'll be ready to continue on for my training from there. You know, I'm not disappointed by that, because I know that the impossible, or what feels like the impossible, is in fact possible. I will get back up to where I was at. It's gonna happen. The only one that could stand in that way would be me. I have a half marathon under my belt. Not only did I meet a goal, whenever I'm feeling low, I think about that. I think about that person who nailed it at a 2-hour half marathon. That's huge. That was me. Even though things right now feel impossible and my throat is hurting so bad right now from all of my heavy breathing, I'm not where I wanted to be at when I walked out the door. It's just one of those things where right now it's feeling impossible that I'm gonna get back up to where I was. But it is very much possible, it's very much doable. I'm set back a little bit more than I was anticipating, but it's a setback. It's not a you can't or a you won't. That's just a give it a bit more time. And sometimes I think a marathon is going to be impossible. I feel like all of these things have happened since my half marathon. My hip pain, my strep throat, conflicting schedules, in extreme heat that hasn't allowed me to get out when I wanted to get out. Fate doesn't want me to run. But I know that's not true. That's just my silly brain talking. And what feels impossible is in fact possible. I didn't think I was gonna have a video for you guys this week, right? What feels like impossible is in fact possible. I hope you guys liked my videos about why I think you should give running a try. I really do hope it makes you think about it. You don't necessarily have to go far distance either. My daughter wants to start running, but she's not gonna do long distance like me. She doesn't ever want to run anything over a 5K, which is 3.1 miles, and that's perfectly fine. She wants to do it just for herself, you know, make it part of like her daily routine, something like that. Running 3 miles every day, those miles add up, guys. It's not something that has to be huge, and you don't even have to run the whole time. If you don't think you'll ever be able to run nonstop, which I hate to say that word never, because I think everybody can do it if it's really what they want to do, but that might not be how you have to start out. It might take a lot of time to get there, and that's fine. Even walking, right? Like, just get up and get active. It feels great. And like, if you can find some time to de-stress yourself from your day, then why not? If you are a runner and you have something you would like to share about the wonders of running that I have not shared, please put it down in the comments so we can read them. I would love to hear some of your guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.